Hi there and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will show you how to crochet these flower bookmarks. They are super pretty, useful, and you can make them in any color you like. Also, you can find the grading pattern in the video's description. So yeah, let's get started. These are the materials you will need, and these are the abbreviations of every stitch. First, we will make the centers of the flowers. I will make them white, but you can do them in any color you prefer. So first, start with a slip knot. And now chain 2. Then skip the first chain, and in the second one make 6 single crochets. So 1 single crochet, 2, 3, and continue. When you finish the 6 single crochets, in the first single crochet you did, make 1 slip stitch. Now chain 8. Like this. Then again skip the first chain, and in the second one make 6 single crochets. Two, 3, and continue. When you finish, again in the first single crochet make 1 slip stitch. And you will repeat this pattern until you reach the length you want. In my case, I will make 7 centers because that's the length of my book, but you can do as many centers as you like. So yeah, continue repeating the pattern. I have finished my 7 centers, and as you can see, with this number I reached the length of my book, because I also have to consider the petals. But well, as I said, the number depends on you. And when you're done, just finish off this. So chain 1, pull your yarn, cut it and leave a tail. And that's it, we have finished the centers of the flowers. Now we will make the petals. So first we have to identify the single crochet in which we did the slip stitch. It's this one here. So yeah, identify that stitch where you did the slip stitch and insert your hook there. Now grab your yarn with which you will make the petals, make a loop and pull it with your hook. Tighten it then chain 3, and these 3 chains will represent one double crochet, because as we are starting we can't directly make a double crochet. So now chain 2, and then a slip stitch in the next stitch. Next, chain 2, and in the same stitch make 2 double crochets. Now again chain 2, and then a slip stitch in the next stitch. Then again chain 2, in the same stitch make 2 double crochets, chain 2, and a slip stitch in the next stitch. Then chain 2, and in the same stitch make 1 double crochet. And yeah, with this we have finished. As you can see, this is a half of a flower, and now we have to repeat the same pattern in all the centers so they all have a half of a flower. And don't worry, we will make the other half later. So I will show you one more time. First, identify the stitch where you did the slip stitch. So insert your hook there and make 1 double crochet. Remember that before the 3 chains were representing a double crochet, but we couldn't do it because it was a beginning stitch. So yeah, 1 double crochet, then chain 2, and a slip stitch in the next stitch. And then 2 chains, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, two chains, and a slip stitch in the next stitch. Then 2 chains, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, 2 chains, and a slip stitch in the next stitch. Then chain 2, and in the same stitch 1 double crochet. And yeah, we have finished another half of a flower. So this is what you have to repeat throughout the work in all the centers. I have finished and it should look like this. And with this, we have finished the first half of the flowers. Now we are going to make the other half, so we will complete the flowers. To make the other half of the flowers is very similar to what we did. So in the same stitch where you did the last 2 chains and 1 double crochet, in that stitch make 1 double crochet, then chain 2, and slip stitch in the next stitch. And yep, if you notice, we have completed 1 petal here. Now chain 2, then 2 double crochets in the same stitch, again chain 2, and slip stitch in the next stitch. Then chain 2, make 2 double crochets in the same stitch, chain 2, and before making the slip stitch, stop. You don't have to slip stitch in this stitch here. Where you have to slip stitch is in this stitch where you did the first 1 double crochet and 2 chains of the first half of the flower. So slip stitch in that stitch, then chain 2, and make 1 double crochet in the same stitch. And we have completed the last petal. Now to finish and close the flower, you have to slip stitch in the top of the next double crochet. So you can see these are the 2 chains, 1 and 2, and this is the one double crochet. So you have the slip stitch here in the top of it in this stitch, and if you don't identify it well, just turn slightly your work. See here the 2 chains, 1, 2, and this third chain is the top of the double crochet. Here's the double crochet, so that third chain is the top of it. So now insert your hook there, but just pass it through the back loop, like this. Just one loop in your hook, the one of the back. Then pass under these chains that are of the centers, these ones, and now a slip stitch. And yep, with that we have finished one flower. Now we have to repeat this same pattern in all the half flowers left to complete them. So again, I will show you one more time. First, make one double crochet in the same stitch where you did the last 2 chains, and one double crochet of the first half of the flower. Then chain 2, and a slip stitch in the next stitch. Now chain 2, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, two chains, and a slip stitch in the next stitch. Now chain 2, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, two chains, and a slip stitch in the stitch where you did the first one double crochet and 2 chains of the first half of the flower. So a slip stitch there, and finally 2 chains, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. Next, to finish and close the flower, we have to slip a stitch in the top of the next double crochet. So these are the 2 chains, and this is the 1 double crochet. So you have to slip a stitch here in the top. So here's the top of the double crochet. Insert your hook, but just through the back loop, like this. Pass under the chains of the centers, and slip stitch. And yeah, we have another flower completed. So this is the pattern you have to repeat throughout the work in all the half flowers left. I have finished. It should look like this. And this is the last flower. I have not made the last slip stitch. I stopped at the last double crochet. So to complete this last flower is a little different. See that we have returned to the first 2 chains we did before that replaced the very first double crochet of the work. So now you have to slip stitch in the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3, and here a slip stitch. Then just chain 1, pull your yarn, cut leaving a tail, and tighten it. And yep, we have finished all the flowers. Now we just have to hide all these left yarns. In my case, I will weave them at the back, but you can use any method you prefer. And that's it. We have finished crocheting these flower bookmarks. They are super pretty. You can make them in any color you like. And I think I will also use them as headbands or bracelets. But well, I really hope you have liked this tutorial. And if you have any doubts, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching and enjoy your twine crocheting. Bye!